The Galactic Council chamber buzzed with nervous energy as representatives from 17 different species gathered for the most important session in galactic history. For 3 centuries, the mystery had haunted them all. Where had humanity gone? Alexander Chen floated in his containment field, the last known human in existence, his weathered face bearing the weight of secrets that had kept the galaxy in turmoil. Beside him, Emma Rodriguez sat in her specialized chair, her cybernetic implants glowing softly blue as she interfaced with the Council's data systems. "Begin the testimony," commanded Zixithara, the Insectoid Council Prime, her mandibles clicking impatiently. Alexander's voice carried across the silent chamber. "You want to know what happened to humanity? You want to know why 10 billion humans vanished overnight, leaving behind empty cities and silent worlds?" The assembled delegates leaned forward. The Korthak delegation's reptilian scales shimmered with anticipation. The gaseous Veilni pulsed brighter in their containment spheres. Even the stoic granite folk showed cracks of interest in their rock-like faces. "The truth is," Alexander continued, "we didn't disappear. We evolved." Emma's fingers danced across her neural interface, projecting holographic data into the chamber's center. Charts, equations, and molecular structures painted a story 300 years in the making. "It started with the convergence, or," Emma explained, her voice synthesized through her vocal augmentations. "When the Vorth Collective invaded Earth's solar system, humanity faced extinction. But humans don't just roll over and die." The Vorth representative, a writhing mass of tentacles in an environmental suit, shifted uncomfortably. Their species had conquered 12 systems before encountering humanity. "We had 48 hours before the Vorth fleet reached Earth," Alexander said. 48 hours to solve a problem that should have taken centuries. But that's what humans do. We compress impossibility into achievement. Emma's projections showed the frantic final days, laboratories working around the clock, the brightest minds of humanity collaborating across continents, sharing research at light speed. "Project Transcendence," Emma announced. "The Emergency Consciousness Transfer Protocol." Gasps echoed through the chamber. Several species had attempted similar technology, but the neural mapping required was beyond even their advanced capabilities. "Impossible," hissed the Salith ambassador. "Consciousness transfer requires quantum-level precision. The computational power alone would need every quantum computer on Earth working in perfect synchronization," Alexander interrupted. "Which is exactly what we did. 10 billion minds uploaded simultaneously into a distributed quantum network." The chamber erupted in chaos. Representatives shouted questions in dozens of languages while universal translators struggled to keep pace. Emma raised her hand and the room fell silent. "You see, while other species focused on conquering space, humanity focused on conquering limitations. Physical bodies, limitation, planetary dependence, limitation, linear time perception, limitation. But where are they?" demanded the ethereal collective's representative, a being of pure energy contained in a crystalline matrix. "Where are these uploaded consciousnesses?" Alexander smiled for the first time since the session began. "Everywhere." The holographic display expanded, showing quantum signatures across the galaxy. Hidden in subspace communications, woven into the fabric of hyperspace routes, embedded in the quantum foam of reality itself. Every faster-than-light transmission carries fragments of human consciousness, Emma explained. Every quantum entanglement communication system has been quietly hosting human neural patterns. For 3 centuries, humanity has been living in the spaces between spaces, in the quantum realm that connects all advanced civilizations. The implications hit the delegates like a supernova's shockwave. Every secure communication, every private transaction, every classified military operation, humans had been watching, learning, growing. "You've been spying on us," accused the crystalline hegemony's angular representative. "No," Alexander replied firmly. "We've been protecting you." Emma's display shifted, showing prevented disasters. Asteroid impacts diverted by mysteriously malfunctioning navigation systems. Plague outbreaks stopped by convenient research breakthroughs. Wars ended by strategic equipment failures at crucial moments. The Devourers, whispered the Korthak ambassador, his scales turning pale. They were supposed to consume the Outer Rim 50 years ago. Their fleet just vanished. Quantum cascade failure in their dimensional drives, Emma said matter-of-factly. Unfortunate coincidence. The void plague that threatened to sterilize the core worlds, added another delegate. Mysteriously neutralized by a previously unknown quantum antibody, Alexander confirmed. The truth crystallized in the chamber like a forming star. Humanity hadn't disappeared. They had become the galaxy's silent guardians, existing in the quantum substrate that connected all spacefaring civilizations. But why reveal yourselves now? Asked Zixathera. Alexander and Emma exchanged a look that spoke of shared purpose across centuries of planning. Because, Emma said, the real threat is coming. The entropy masters have broken through from the dark dimension. Physical fleets won't stop them. Conventional weapons are useless against beings that consume reality itself. But humans in quantum form? Alexander's eyes gleamed with familiar human determination. We've spent 300 years learning to manipulate the fundamental forces of existence. We've become something new, something that can fight entities that exist between dimensions. The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity hadn't abandoned the galaxy. They had evolved to protect it in ways no physical species could imagine. The disappeared billions are ready to rematerialize for one final battle, Emma announced. But we'll need every species working together. The age of individual civilizations is over. The age of galactic unity begins now. As alarms began blaring throughout the station, long-range sensors detecting impossible energy signatures approaching from dark space, the Galactic Council finally understood. Humanity's disappearance hadn't been a mystery to solve. It had been a chrysalis, and now the butterfly was ready to spread its wings across the cosmos.